Aloha. Welcome to A Course in Miracles Workbook for students. Lesson 15. We're going to be, yesterday we had the concept, 2 days ago, we had the concept, a meaningless world engenders fear. And the day before that, we read that we're not upset for the thing that we think we're upset about, but we're upset because we see a meaningless world. And this meaningless world engenders fear in us because it makes us feel on some level that we're in competition with God. And yesterday we read, God did not create a meaningless world. So the world that we see, if it seems meaningless, is not the world God created. We're seeing the world that we created. So today we're going to follow in that same theme, that same idea, in lesson 15, where it says, my thoughts are images that I have made. My thoughts are images that I have made. It is because the thoughts you think appear as images that you do not recognize them as nothing. You think them, and so you think you see them. This is how your seeing was made. So this is how our seeing was made. We think we're thinking these thoughts, and the thoughts are producing images, and we believe that images are real because we see them. But really, it's just the opposite. They're there because they represent our thoughts that we think we're seeing. And our thoughts are causing these images, the Course says. Which is really an alien way of thinking to us, because we're really used to the other way around, that there's this world out there and it's really there, and the light from the sun, which is really there, comes down and reflects off of these images, lights and colors and perspective, and that lands on the back of our retina and gets turned into electrical impulses, and then it is recreated in our mind. And that's the way we've always experienced it. But the Course is telling us that really the way we're seeing is we're just seeing the images that represent our thoughts. So, this is the function you have given your body's eyes. It is not seeing. It is image making. So the Course is telling us that we think we're seeing something that's out. We're seeing these images that are outside of us. But it's actually saying, no, you're making those images. This is how your seeing works. And if you think about it scientifically, really, that is what's happening, because we really don't know what is outside of us. We just think we know what our eyes are showing us. But those impulses get recreated in our brain based on our prejudices and our cultural upbringing and the way we've trained ourselves as a collective group of people to interpret images in the world. So it is not seeing, it is image making. It takes the place of seeing and it replaces vision with illusion. So there is vision, but it's been replaced with illusions. This introductory idea to the process of image making that you call seeing will not have much meaning for you. You will begin to understand it when you have seen little edges of light around the same familiar objects which you now see. That is the beginning of real vision. You can be certain that real vision will come quickly when this has occurred. And I just want to be real honest with you here. I have not had that experience yet of seeing white around the images that I think I see. So I can't really attest to this particular paragraph. And it's always kind of been a mystery to me. I'm like, what am I really seeing? Perhaps I'm not. Perhaps I'm still mostly image making. And so that's one reason why I want to do the course, the workbook, again, and continue to be open to the idea that I'm really just making these images, and what I see outside of myself is not yet true vision. But anyway, so you will begin to understand it when you have seen little edges of light around the same familiar objects which you now see. This is the beginning of real vision, and you can be certain that real vision will come quickly when this has occurred. As we go along, you may have many light episodes. They may take many forms, many different forms, some of them quite unexpected. But don't be afraid of them. They are signs that you're opening your eyes at last. In other words, we've been dreaming and we're waking up and opening our eyes at last. They will not persist because they merely symbolize true perception, and they are not related to knowledge. These exercises will not reveal knowledge to you, but they will prepare the way to it. In practicing the idea for today, repeat it first to yourself and then apply it to whatever you see around you, using its name and letting your eyes rest on it as you say, "This smartphone is an image that I've made. This lamp is an image that I've made. That massage table is an image that I've made. That trash can is an image that I've made." So it's not necessary to include a large number of specific subjects for the application of today's idea. It is necessary, however, to continue to look at each subject while you repeat the idea to yourself. This bottle of lotion is an image that I have made. And then you move on to the next one. So it's important that you keep your eyes on the object while you tell yourself that this is an image that I've made. This idea should be repeated quite slowly each time. Although you will obviously not be able to apply the idea to very many things during the minute or so of practice that is recommended, try to make the selection as random as possible. Less than a minute will do for the practice periods if you begin to feel uneasy. So do not have more than 3 application periods for today's idea unless you feel completely comfortable with it. And do not exceed 4. I have no idea why it says that, but don't exceed 4. However, the idea can be applied as needed throughout the day. So, if the thought comes up to you and you see something and you're looking at it and you notice it, you can just say, hey, this bird singing in the tree is an image that I've made. So that's the lesson for today. Good luck with it. I hope you have an awesome day today. God bless you. I love you. Aloha. And I will see you tomorrow. Thank you for sharing this time with me.